We played 50 Dead by Daylight killer games with no perks and no add-ons. Why? Well, we could talk about that. Oi, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Unclench your jaw, get some water, and take your medication if you forgot, because I know at least 2 of you have. Now, you may ask, why did we play 50 Dead by Daylight matches with no perks and no add-ons? Why would you subject yourself to that? Well, lately there's been a lot of conversation about meta perks, specifically on the killer side, Call of Brine, Eruption, and Overcharge. A lot of survivors are saying that these perks are deeply unfair, uninteresting, or annoying to go against, and a lot of killers are saying it feels almost necessary. So I decided, let's just take all of that away. Let's see what our average kill rate can be, compare that to behavior stats, and have a conversation about that. Now, I'm not saying that if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm not saying I'm super great at this game, get like me. What I am saying is I think there's a uniquely interesting conversation to be had here. So you may ask, what are the stats? Well, I averaged a 2.6 kill rate. This is about a 65% kill rate. Now, if we take this and we look at what behavior has said across all MMRs, the community of killers has about 59.1% kill rate. So not too shabby. Now, of course, in the top 5% of MMR, the community has about a 61.3% kill rate. So with our stats being just a little bit better than the community average stats, what gives? Well, I'm not saying again that I'm better than the community. That's certainly not the takeaway. I look, at the end of the day, I think that I played a really hardcore 50 games. It was quite stressful in some cases, and then MMR would give me just a random match that had people that I don't think belonged there. I think there's so much variability in the map picks and the survivor picks and MMR and who gets thrown together and who doesn't, that these matches and stats are pretty arbitrary sometimes. So I think first off, I would like to have just a bit of an honest dialogue about the killer role. I think too many killer players feel that they have to have a 4K at all costs. And they feel like to do that, they have to have these slowdown perks. They have to play a certain way. They have to be mean. They have to tunnel. They have to camp. I'm playing the killer role. My job's to kill. I don't care about your feelings, and I'm going to do everything I can to get there. And if that's your prerogative, that's fine. But I think that maybe we should white knuckle a little bit less about the 4K. And we hear this a lot when it comes to like slamming the hatch or things like that. Play how you want, but I think as a community, you can average 2.6, almost 3 kills with running nothing. I think that maybe there's something to be discussed there. And I think that thing is, I think sometimes we slam on a lot of perks to make up for deficits in our skill or capability. I think if we don't understand why we're chasing too long, where to chase, or how to mind game, or anything like that, we just slap on a bunch of perks and suddenly we're getting 3 or 4 kills. I think we just default to that. And I think that leads me to the next conversation topic of, I played a stressful 50 games of DBD. Some of them were really tight. Some of them were fairly lax when MMR decided to let up for some reason. And not everybody wants to play really sweaty games to get a 2 or a 3K. And that I also understand. And that's kind of the nuance that's in the sphere of statistical data. And so while we have stats about our hook rate, about how fast the matches were, about how many gens got done, and our kill rate, stats don't ultimately say a lot about the game. Some matches I maybe got 3 hooks before all the gens were done in a 5-minute time period. So there was end game camping. So I might get 1 or 2 kills and only have 5 or 6 hooks, and you'll see some of that reflected in the data. So if I get 2 kills and 5 hooks, I likely had to do end game camping because there was nothing else left to do. And so when we start to creep the stats up closer to the average, 2 is pretty close to 2.6. How are people getting their 2 kills? I would imagine that there are a lot of killers that just slam somebody on the first hook and just face camp them to death and then do that right at the end game, and boom, there's their 2 kills for the day. I think if we look at the stats and say 2.6 is what we're going for, team, I think we have to be very careful about that. And I'm not saying that's what behavior is doing. They haven't contextualized all the things they look at, but I am saying that we should be careful as a community as well. Now, the other part of that is some matches survivors gave up on hook or simply DC'd early, and because these stats were taken from a solo queue perspective and environment to be reflective of how your matches maybe go, there were some easier 4Ks with lower hook counts. And you'll see that on like an executioner match where I have 7 hooks, we got 2 people dead, and then 1 person DC'd and 1 person gave up. You know, that is one of those things where these matches sometimes go extraordinarily easily. So I don't know what really to glean from this data, but today we've brought to you several matches of Dead by Daylight from this experiment. Some of them were easy, some of them were nightmares, and there's a lot of stuff in between. I really would like to know your thoughts on the statistical data, seeing some of the matches and how you feel about this. But again, if you're a killer that finds yourself struggling or leaning heavily on a multitude of these perks to hit 1 or 2 kills, come on over to twitch.tv/DylanKG. Let's actually talk about it and get you in one of our DBD bootcamps so we can maybe see what's going on. I want to help you guys have a better time and stress less and not have to slap on perks, because what happens when these perks change? If Eruption gets nerfed or Brine gets nerfed, what are you going to do? I think we have to be really careful about that stuff. So without further ado, here are some of the matches. I appreciate you guys very much, and I'll be praying to the entity to see you guys in the next video. Yo, why am I getting an ad? I literally pay for this. Shut up. Very upset. This is a decent map. I'll take it. So we're gonna stalk a bit just to see if we can catch any auras that I might not be able to catch from a distance. I hear somebody on this gen. I think killer players definitely don't do a great job of like listening. Oh, nice. 2 survivors potentially here. I think we should listen a bit more to gens and like the sounds they're making and like, oh, does this have progress? I just need some stock. It's gonna take me a little bit to. I'm trying to get to tier 2. There we go. And now that we're at our normal speed, we can get down to business. Throw it. Nice. You just eat those. I heard her go right. Nice. So we kept up the momentum. Nice. Good stuff. They're pretty good. So we're going to have to play this really tough. She went left again. We'll get a little stock here, but you don't want to try too hard for your tier 3 too early. It doesn't benefit you. We don't really have a 3 gen here, so we're not in a great spot, but... I got stuck and it kind of worked out anyway, so... Have you seen many Hatties today? I haven't! I haven't seen any. Well, I've only played like 3 rounds, but I haven't seen any yet, no. I think she just W'd away. She did. That works for me. It's far better. 2 gens gone. She's trying to pull me away quite a ways. There's Steve. There's David. That's Ace. It's not David. She's a strong runner, so we need to get some key pallets out of the way. He's a pre-thrower. They're playing it very safe very early, which is smart. So we're gonna try to like 99 the stock. We want to save it for much later in our game. She's already injured. I want to push her back towards this side. Fuck. I thought she fumbled just enough. Dead hard. Fuck. I thought I'd waited it out long enough. All right, we have to leave her. I didn't mean to click. These guys are doing really well. I need Shack pallet gone though. There we go. Nice. Okay, he has to go mend. He has to go take his 12 seconds, so we're gonna bounce away. We'll take our tier 3 down right now. We need the pressure, unfortunately. And then we'll have to do some hook trading maybe. We can't go all the way to basement. We don't have the space. Sad. Dead hard by daylight. Yeah. 100%. Kicking the one that's 99 doesn't seem... Well, it's like so out of the way. It doesn't make sense. Good sprint burst. This is a bit of a waist chaser, but we need to push her back in towards the weaker tile. Yeah, this is a fucking comp team if I've ever seen one. They take no risks. The dead hards are on fucking point. Yeah, they're ridiculously well played. I think you go down here though, Ace. So nice flashlight save. I think this should be fine. Okay, we go for basement here. They've done so well, chat. They've done so well. I enjoyed the bootcamp slate. Thank you, Zool. That video didn't get a lot of views. It didn't. People were not interested in that one, but I'm still pretty proud of it. So. Boy tried to play me. Kind of have to keep her off this gen. If she's smart, she W's. Yeah, she just goes as far away as possible, and then they follow up on that gen after the unhook. She has dead hard, but there's nothing here. There we go. We looked up just to get her to freak out a bit, but so tough match. This is just the third game. Still really strong, so they're using it again. What's really strong? I missed it. More dead hards. It's weaker than it used to be. I think it's more fair now. I mean, in my opinion, they're just gonna focus on that corner gen. There's no need to follow up on this one. I didn't mean to pop that, so that's bad. Oops. Figure he'd be here. Is Kate around here though? Yeah. So what doors do we have? Probably go for the door. Not a lot we can do. M1 killer, no perks. Focus on getting one down. I hate that the sound effects keep playing after he hops off of it. I was like, oh, he's still on it? What the fuck is happening? This is smart. This is a good tactic. If he can run out my tier 3. Nice. Double back, though. Yeah. Good backs. That's what I figured. I heard Kate hop in here earlier, I believe. I thought she dropped into the basement, which is why I looked back at the shack and was like, excuse me? But it seems like Kate's actually one of the weaker players on the team, because she's not exactly sure what's happening. It would seem. And that way I don't know. Well, some of those are new to Slinger. New to Slinger. Kind of more... Slinger's, like, tough. Nice. Flashy save? No, I didn't think anyone was looking this way. They're a good distance away from any potential hook. They could try to hook trade, but at tier 3, I just don't think that's happening. So this is definitely one of the rougher games, for sure, for the team. Or for the experiment, if you will. But this is also a good conversation about Dead by Daylight and the effectiveness of like M1 killers versus like other types of killers and things like that. I think this Cheryl's really bold. I think she'll push her luck. They're gonna wait out the tier 3. I suspect. Yeah, I suspect they would just wait it out. I have a feeling Ace is actually on the other side of this. Nice. I just can't be caught getting pallet stunned or anything. Nice. Actually, that works out. Yeah. That was good. Can't do anything there. I would be willing to bet you almost anything that she has off the record, and so I don't think that like hitting her right. I don't think there's any world where I can just get a hit on her. So I think that's important to know. Now the other thing is I think Cheryl doubles back, and I think she goes to the other gate. She does. There she is. So if we can get enough stock on Ace, I think we get her. I think she knows she needs to head to Shack or something. Yeah. She got stuck. Good stuff. She's so patient. Wow, she autopiloted there. That was the first time she made like a huge mistake. I don't think I'd catch her though. But we're certainly gonna try. So we're gonna go around the obstacle. Then Ace is stuck here. Nice. Hard-fought game. Yeah, I don't think anyone stays. They can't do anything. So, hard-fought game. I mean, 5 hooks. 5 actual hooks. No perks on Myers. I think Myers... I would consider Myers to be one of the weakest killers in the game. So, I think that's the big one. I think that's the hardest one. Is unlike Ghostface, unlike Sadako, he can't just become undetectable and really sneak up. Once he's in tier 2, he's stuck in tier 2. And you really, the way to play Myers, most of you won't. Yeah, like DS, Unbreakable, Adrenaline, Dead Hard, Prove, Lithe, which is a little bit different. But so Hope, Prove Thyself, Adrenaline, Dead Hard. Like these are kind of the more competitive players. And you'll see this kind of gameplay a lot. So. Fuck, man, this map is so tough. All right, what do you guys? I didn't like Fallen Order. Wanted more RPG, less hack and slash. It seems like the new one will lean into that heavier. Because I agree with you a little bit. I wish there were more combos, more skill tree things, like more customization. But I think this one seems like it might scratch that itch. Nice. Mm-hmm. Nice, good stuff. Kind of need to end this fairly quickly. Live. Fucking exhaustion perks. Fucking exhaustion perks. Fucking hacking survivors. There's somebody going back there. There's 2 people. Sick. Group in, group in, group in. Fuck, that was a bad shot. I'm gonna pay for that. Nice. She fucking confused me. She got me with that. She got me with that. Oh. Good stuff. We broke off Chase just to get people off this gen and disperse people a little bit. Typically, I'd say you don't want to really break off early chases unless, you know, prime opportunity presents itself. Oh, that's right. This map goes back so fucking far. Dead Hard. So we'll slug. Actually, we won't slug. We will go back and hook, but we're gonna hook closer to those survivors so that we can pressure them healing the Michaela and hopefully just disperse them a little bit more. They just healed out. Okay, so we'll put her on second stage as soon as we can. That's a good idea. Survivors feel like they're immersing more lately than I think they like kind of ever have, and it's actually moderately effective. Smart. Good stuff. Okay, cool. I'm cautiously hopeful for KOTOR remake. I mean, isn't that game in limbo right now? Like development hell? I thought they like shut down the studio or somebody got fired or something. Our dear sweet Ada Wong was over here. And now she is not. Ooh. Damn, that's really rough. Okay. Well. This gen is so far away, it's stupid to go out there. Oh, nice. Somebody's here. Oh, it's Nancy again. Okay. Good stuff. Good dodge. I forgot I don't have range on. I'm not sure how she dodged that. Good stuff. Can't waste. Oh, they healed. Okay, cool. So I'm not at too much risk of a time deficit. That was too bad. Oh, she got stuck. We don't do bags here, my lady. We don't do bags here, my lady. Ada's got fixated. That's why she's able to move as quick as she is. That makes sense now. Who's up here? Who's on first? Oof, this Michaela's dead. Displacing people isn't working out too shabby. We can only just walk this right now. There's no pallet to shoot for here, so we don't need to do anything too fancy. There we go. Okay. So, one person dead. It's not necessarily the most savory tactic, but something worth remembering. Where did fucking Ada go, man? Somebody hopped here. See if we can get this shot. Come here, fishy lady. It sounded like it sounded like an insult. I mean, it was okay. You know what I mean. It sounded like a bad insult. That was a risk. Calculated risk she ran through. Should have assumed she'd be a bit smarter than that. Oh, Nancy. Nancy presented herself on a silver platter, so... Get shit on. Dude, what was the teabags on this one, chat? That's wild. I've never seen someone teabag so hard that they actually lose distance and die. That seems crazy to me. Nice. You tried to head on me once, so I kind of figured that. Nice. Not bad. They're regretting the bags. All those bags. I typically like, okay, a little cheeky teabag, whatever. Not gonna like get in my head too much about it, but like teabagging to the point to where you're losing that much distance, I feel like they kind of just won it out of the match. I think that cage maybe can. I don't know cage spawns on this map very well, but we do have 3 gens back here, so that's nice. So worst comes to worst, they have been completing gens around that. Oh, there's Crow over there. For some reason, if they just completely perplex me for the next 3 minutes. Scratches. Left to right. Hello. Hello. Pre-throw. Is there a... I don't know this map entirely yet. Nice. Okay. No perks, no problem. So the thing here I think to talk about is like we didn't have to we didn't have to like tunnel somebody. The way we played it was like a back and forth. Hook one person, find the other person. Okay, all right, neat. We found the first person. Put them on stage 2. You know, if we couldn't put them on stage 2, yeah, we'd okay, then maybe hook a 3 or a third person. But I think the idea here is like, okay, whooshy Kobe. I feel like we almost have to respect that. Yo, is she going for the Nancy with the off the record or the that's nuts. Constant, the fuck are you doing? Yeah. Sometimes it feels, I don't know. Like when it's that much, it's almost comedic where I'm like, what? Okay, you can get it. You can get it. Joke's on you, nerd! Get fucked!
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Lineezer just resubscribed
Lineezer.
for 14 months. Hey there, lovely plant father and the chat Dylan hug less than 3. Hope you all are having the loveliest days less than 3.
Oh, Lanisa, thank you for 14 months. Hi, friend. Well, welcome back. Grab some water, pull up a chair, plant yourself down. I'm really thankful that you've been here for this long. You make the stream better. So thank you, friend. Here's some water. Cheers to you. We get some water. Yeah, welcome, friend. How are you today? Now the 4% just means more tasty survivors. I had a conversation on Twitter recently where somebody was like, if I slug one survivor to go for the 4K, and one person DCs so that somebody can get hatch, I should get like people should get in a lot of trouble for that. That shouldn't be okay. And I was like, man, like this is a scenario where like I could let Michaela walk and I'd be like, I could have 4K'd, but I just chose not to. And like that's good enough for me, you know. It's so. Look, hatch should spawn, huh? Yeah. Just been vibing and having a great time. Oh, thank you, V. You're sweet. Thank you, friend. Ah, the perfect timing of that sub. It was. Meme dude, by the way. It's good to see you, friend. Okay, that was match 1. So like, it's not necessarily the most savory, but I think as a survivor, you have to understand that if you get caught, and you've already been on hook or something, you may be nominated to get your ass back on a hook. So in that case, we didn't tunnel anybody. We bounced back and forth. Even so much as like chasing the Michaela, and then like she led me back to the Nancy, and I was like, okay, it's Nancy time. So I think that was a pretty decent example of some stuff there. We had some Prove Thyself, a brand new part. We had Circle of Healing. So we had, you know, some of the meta, etc. And so like it's interesting. I don't know. It's so interesting to me because I still have like so much to learn. You're a nice person. Sometimes, you know, maybe that's all. Maybe I'm overthinking it, you know. Maybe this is like a form of self-deprecation where I'm like, I don't know why you guys like me. What gen am I hearing? This one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thought I was losing it. Can I stalk them through this window? Oh, fuck, I can't. Also, that was a 3-man gen, so that's annoying. What gen did they get done? Upstairs? Go ahead and get that out of the way. Just come from while you speak your mind. Respect and kindness. Plus use your mind. Oh, that I do appreciate that. Yeah.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
Mile marker just resubscribed for 4 months. I have no tome challenges left to do. Sag.
Choose the M1 on this. It's crazy. Put some stirrups. That's funny. I should have just M1'd instead of like trying to work so hard to get like the full stock, you know? Fuck off. Can't stalk anybody these days. I just have to get a hook. I can't play like a greedy bitch. I just need to get a hook and defend this main thoroughfare here. Also, thank you for 4 months, Mark. How you doing, my friend? Sorry, my brain didn't really process what you'd. Oh, nice. I don't think they can get a stun. Are you kidding? How did they stun through me? I'm so confused. Have you guys? Has that been happening to anyone else? Survivors are just stunning through me now. She got stuck. We get her on this next rotation. That was wild, man. That makes more sense. What the fuck? Definitely a fun match. Definitely having a fun game of Deeb. And then he gets this really strong palette here, so I just have to stick to it. Yeah. Had a good time with my friend. My partner's great, and she's doing great. Sorry if I'm a little scatterbrained. I'm still trying to do this like challenge thing, and I feel like I'm not paying much attention. Yui is really not good. I should remember that. Yeah, my partner's great. Such a mystery to me. The reveal doesn't really bother me so much as like... This stuff's not kind of as crazy as it might seem. There's sometimes being revealed from like... A lot of my question is, from fucking where is somebody up there? Yee, partner's good. Yeah, she's doing great. We are trying to find a job for her that's not Starbucks. She's been working on Starbucks a long time, which is not like a bad thing or the end of the world, but it's not what she wants to do with her life, you know? Steve here to help? Yes. As expected. Steve is also... He has balance, that's why he's doing what he's doing. Jesus Christ, man. There's still a pallet here. Oof. I have to play around a lot of stuff. Yeah, that is weird. She couldn't reveal me there. But I could be... That's weird. It's just weird. If she just stands still, I won't be able to get to Yui. Yeah, Yui's the weak link here. Out of everybody, at least. So... Finally a hook! Jesus Christ! My daughter's doing really well. She's growing up so quick. It's kind of scary how fast she's growing up. See, the whiplash of going from last match to this match even, of like, man, that Trapper match wasn't a big deal, and then the Ghostface match is like, ah, I'd rather pull my teeth out. The gamers are gaming. You think the Trapper game of all of them would be the roughest? Yeah. Yeah, some of that stuff is always kind of bottled my mind. Are they healing? Stop that. Stop healing. If I can get Yui hooked again. She has dead hard, so I think she'll try to fake it. Nope, she's good. That's smart. That's an unhook on Nance. Yep. Makes sense. And then she just runs out front. And if anyone runs out there as a M1 killer, you can't catch him. Oh, that was rough. I could chase anyone here though. He's got the vault. Does he fake it though? Nice. So we're just kind of playing around the hook right now. We need a down. We kind of need a slug here. My niece is about to be 1. Yeah. My daughter's 6. She'll be 7 in, like, next summer. And she's just... It's wild how old she is, man. You're gonna wait your dead hard out until... Dude, how did she... I don't believe that for a second, dude. She's not been consistent all game and she hits that dead hard? I don't believe that for a fucking second. Ugh, so close. Steve is downstairs healing with the med kit. Off the record. No, I mean, maybe. You're not wrong. Maybe. Because that's, what, 70 seconds or something fairly egregious. Hi, Luna, by the way. But I know she has Dead Hard, and I don't think people... Well, I guess people do double Dead Hard and off the record. I can see that happening. Could do the hard animation and everything. Oh, did she? I didn't see it. I hit her when she was close enough that I don't think I could have seen it. I mean, earlier she did, yeah, for sure. The Nancy's pretty well 99, so... Interesting, because now I'm a little bit more inclined to think this is at least a 2-man or something. Just like the way that the movement is. I feel like there's some information being fed or something like that, you know what I mean? Ah, so strong, big man. I'm not the only killer that plays these high level swips and only gets 1 to 2 hooks all game. Well, I'm doing no perks, so we're intentionally going with no perks and pushing our gameplay capabilities in some obtuse ways. So I wouldn't say that this would be like a normal circumstance in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, kicking that gen didn't do anything. But they are greeting the hook a bit, so we can maybe make something happen there. I need the Nia to come back. I need to get really close to her and stalk her all the way. Ooh, good RNG for me. Really good RNG for me. Cycling from above is so deadly on the game, nobody looks up. Yeah. People do have to kind of be in the right situation, but it's a good situation. Play more comp style with no perks? No, we don't really have to camp or tunnel. You just have to kind of be a bit more aware of like who's on death hook, like who can go, stuff like that. Somebody left, so they heard me. Nice. Scratches in there. So yeah, multiple sets of scratches. There's the injured Yui who's trying to play this safe. She doesn't want to get caught out. She's really who we need to get out of here. This is sealed up, so this Nancy can only run it a few ways. There we go. So we should be able to pop this again. It's a nice easy down. So, I mean, we have a 3-gen right now. So I think that's like the important thing to remember too, is that like we... Damn, they healed quick. We're not trying to like camp somebody out necessarily or anything like that. We're just we're trying to play around all the strategies we can. So having like a 3-gen or something like that and pressuring people that way. This hook might be a bad idea. I have to go so far down here that they might be able to put out like 75% on a gen. You do have to play like a lot smarter than you probably ordinarily would. You can't just chase one person down them and be like, oh, neat. chase one person down them. Aw, neat. Like, you can't really... The fact that the third-person camera can be what reveals you when you're playing Ghostface is, like, really pretty wild to me. I think that's the thing that kind of drives me a bit mad sometimes. Is, like, they can just use the third-person camera to, like, corner peek you. Which is, like, it's fine that they can do that, but that reveals you versus, like, line of sight or eye contact or something. We need to buy ourselves some gen regression time here. Both of these are regressing. That one might not, but... They might go heal. If they're healing, that's why I tried to stalk that Nancy up. We need to hit Nia. If we let her tap the gen and interrupt, it's like right now you might be like, oh, pick up the Steve, kill him, get it done. We need to be sure that they go to heal and that they're not just going to come tap the gen. Because if they sit on the gen while I'm hooking, then they just get a ton of work done. Okay, they ran really early. Steve is back up again. Fuck off. Somebody went to go Boone. No flashies. Okay, so that's at 75% progress because one piston's not moving, 3 pistons are. So this should be a kill, right? No, it's second stage. That's rough. It's brutal. This gen's regressed quite a bit. Steve is still injured, so he doesn't want to play too close. Nancy's back on the gen. Nancy's really close to being fully stalked. She tapped it, which is really smart. Fuck. That's really brutal. That's very, very brutal. Alright, we're gonna play a little bit shittier than we'd like to. Because I do think she's using off. She is using off the record. You can't dead hard and use off the record, so that's the good news here. She could have DS. It's... She'll W. I can't chase her and down her necessarily. So let's see. Steve's really gonna try to heal her out. That won't be possible. Let's see what happens. They're not focusing the top one. Oh no, they're doing both. They are doing both for sure. If I were a betting man, they're back at this back door, maybe. Nice. They know I'm near the front door, so they're not going to sit there and just wait at the front door. They're going to try to go to the other one. Unbreakable on Steve? Yeah, I definitely think that was fast enough for it earlier, yeah. Excuse me? No, don't chase him. That was rough. I got auto-aimed into the wall. That's never fun. I don't think that they're gonna go for it. I don't think they'll fully commit. Nia doesn't have much stock. This is risky. They can go all the way out front and hit the door before I can get there. So I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything. How the Perkless game's been going? Not shabby. There have been a few just fucking SEAL Team 6 sort of guys that have been really brutal. Solos or Swifts. I think some of them have been Swifts, but you guys are really fucking cute. She used her medkit. It's disappeared. That's a styptic. There we go. That's how you get around that. We're gonna play this a little risky, see if we can clean up with a 3. I don't think we do. I thought Steve might just run all the way to the other door. Oh, he didn't see it coming, Chad. He didn't see it coming. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. We did okay. We did all right. 3K. So I can't remember their name. Whoever came in and was like, I'm glad I'm not the only one that gets, like, no hooks. We brought it back, but it was a hard fucking fought match. But I think we did okay. I think we did okay. 3K, 11 hooks. Yeah. It could be Shaq. Somebody spawned right there. Literally with an eye shot. What the fuck? I've never seen a spawn like that before. She's playing safe. She might be part of that TTV's team or something. Alright, we just need our first hit so we can get Oni's power here. So let's go in and... Somebody out here blessed a boon and then ran off, so... Alright, now we need to get second hit. There we go. So now we should be able to load up our power. Throw it. Oh my gosh, serendipity. That gen's about like 40%, so... So we're going to try to hook her away from it and just hope that it runs down. Hi, Weary. I feel like I heard somebody stepping in some grass, but it could have just been me. I don't know. Good throw. Holy shit. He ran, though. That was a good down. Anyone else gonna partake? Let's go ahead and get this door out. Okay. Let my ability sort of run out as much as I can. Nice! You've just been bleeding the whole time. Sick, dope, awesome. That's a good lead. The amount of slugs here is really good. Catching people groupings, pretty powerful. That allowed Shaq Gen to regress a metric shit ton. Weary, I hope you're having a good night. Thanks for popping in this evening. I appreciate you. Let's see if they're gonna heal instead of kicking a gen. There's no boon up right now. I think they went to Shack to heal, maybe. No. Ah, I see, I see. They went to the hill. Smart, I didn't see them. There's a lot of blorbs. Give me the delicious blorbs. Not as many blorbs as I thought. I guess hoped, maybe. Nice, okay. Best thing she could do is just drop down. Where does this Kate run off to? I want to be sure my early game pressure doesn't dissolve. That was a good throw. That was a tough one to kind of try to get. Nice. Who was here? Oh, what? That's rough. That's okay. Have you thought about doing the same experiment on Survivor side? I kind of have, but it would have to be more an experiment about solo queue and like how solo queue exists. I don't know that it would function quite the same. I'd have to have like a 4-man Swift that would have to be really competent and like very calculated. And we'd have to see if like a 4-man Swift with no perks can like it would have to be a bit different. That's a lot more coordination. Admittedly worth it. Because I do think that 4 smart survivors is more powerful than a killer. If nobody had perks, I think it's all things even, you know. I have to get this pallet out of the way, so. As nearly as different. Oh no, you're not wrong. I mean, the experiment's not so much about the difference between all of the killers, but I need to break this. I know Dwight came out here. He's never been hooked though. I don't think this is the chase for me. I don't know, this is the chase I should be taking, I guess, really. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, chat. I think I gotta leave it. Not ideal. Let's go to these outer edges here. I think it's balanced landing, no grunting when she landed. Yeah, so you'll notice it'll be balanced if there's no grunt, and it'll be balanced if the speed bonus is longer with balance, because when they lithe, it activates the minute they hit the window instead of like, you know, otherwise. I've lost 2 gens. I'm about to lose another one here very shortly, I think. At least somebody didn't have lithe or balanced. That was nice. Yeah, if it's lithe, they'll get the speed bonus as they hit the window, but then they'll like drop to the ground, and then it'll kind of function a bit differently. They don't get as much of a bonus. That was dumb. Fuck, man. Sometimes I feel like it's like really arbitrary, like when you bounce off something. There is a boon, but I wanted to be sure they weren't going for unhooked too soon. So isn't fully guaranteed due to hitboxes. What do you mean? I want to sort of like, I don't want to be like, well, actually, because I'm not exactly sure what you mean, but yeah, kids, come get it, come get it. So yeah, it depends. I mean, exhaustion perks don't guarantee that you don't get hit, but like if you run into the killer, it, you know. Nice. So like sprint burst you'll still get hit if they're close enough, or if you wait too long to activate it. Somebody here? I thought I heard chunky sandals. She has to go mend. Okay, we'll pick Dwight up now. I guess what I mean is sometimes the survivor feels like they vaulted all the way and could get Lithe, but you don't always get the vault before the hit action. Oh, for sure. You still get the speed bonus from Lithe, though. But yeah, if the killer's close enough and swings before you get off the bones. Yeah, but yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. That's just how window hits are. They're kind of goofy sometimes. Okay, Meg. This match was a little lost. I think the power slugging here in the back end was really important. Oh, did he deliverance? That was a smart play. This is going to be a bit of a tougher end game scenario here. Where did those blood orbs go? They're just gone forever. Fuck. I need one more. Or however the game describes it, rush to vault. Is that what it said? That's so strange to me, but... I heard Dwight back here too, so that's fascinating. Did she leave? Let's hook him, and then we have all that blood by that gen. We'll just get that. That's okay. Hey, Zool, how you doing, friend? That was a lot of blood, yeah. Yeah, that's where Dwight deliveranced and then... I think that gen has somebody on it, so I gotta get out there. I'm good. Games are easier tonight, on average. Except when I played Hillbilly, the game decided to just put a giant eggplant right in my ass. She has lie, or she has balanced. Nice. I think I just have to break this. She's pretty smart. Ah, what did I get stuck on? I can't right now. Huh? I just don't have room. Baby, I don't have room. Just hold on to it for me, please. And then... I'm grateful. I'm just stressed out. That Hattie was definitely the good runner of the team. It kind of sucks that... we're only going to 2k a fucking again. Fuck. Every Oni match, man, is kind of the same. We always kind of get 2k. I mean, this was a high... Honestly, we didn't play this as good as we could have, if I'm being totally honest. I think that we took this to where it's 12 hooks, and I think that was stupid. Nice, they're just gonna leave him. This is 2k 10 hooks. It's fucking crazy. Irritating, though. Ugh. I love how we tend to use different terminology names in the yeah, right. Dwight might wiggle off. Why do you say that? Ooh. Did we know he had that? How'd you guess it? You're watching the TTV. Are you watching the TTV? I told y'all not to do that. You dropped him? Right, but... yeah.